20 years ago, we lost our great friend Bob Denver.
Tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour.
Are you singing along?
When they started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, a millionaire and his wife.
Bob Denver was born in 1935 in New Rochelle, New York. His family moved on to Brentwood, Texas, and then on to California, where he graduated in 1953 from Long Beach High School. He went on to college in Los Angeles, and he had a degree in, believe it or not, political science. He became a coach in physical education and taught math. Could you imagine having Gilligan as your math teacher? Many remember him in the Many Lives of Dobie Gillis, which ran from 1959 to 1963, but over his career from 1959, his first movie was called A Private's Affair, which was a military movie, and he finished up in 2001 with a TV movie called Surviving Gilligan's Island. Along the way, he made lots of guest appearances in shows we remember, like The Danny Thomas Show, The Andy Griffith Show, Alf, The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, I Dream of Jeannie, you name it, he was there. He was a great icon for all of us growing up with family-friendly entertainment, and we sat and watched many of these with our parents, grandparents, our siblings. It was a great time in America. Here's a few more that you might have forgotten about. Do you remember some of these great clips coming up from the 1970s? When Westerns were all the rave.
A stage and a wagon a heading west, part of a wagon train lost from the rest. Dusty's the reason for their plight. Thanks to Dusty, nothing's right. Only the wagon master's hand keeps them rolling to the promised land.
Watch this great bit with a guy in a gorilla suit. This is great.
Hi, Dusty. How the vegetables coming?
Fine, Lulu. I got tomatoes and potatoes and When you coming over, did you ever see a bag of beans going the other direction?
Bag of beans going? You know, I always thought I understood men, but you shake my confidence. Just get the vegetables ready, okay?
No. This one. I saw that tomato snatcher. Give it back. Give it back. Look, if you can afford a fur coat, you can afford to pay for the vegetables. Come on down here and fix me like a man. Come on. Big out of a tree, mouth, teeth, and tomatoes and potatoes and
Wait a minute. Simmer down now. Let's try to make some sense.
You're hysterical, Dusty. Now, take a deep breath and pronounce each word slowly. You ready? Begin.
tree.
What about a tree?
Thing.
Thing in a tree. What kind of thing?
Hair.
All right, you saw a hairy thing in a tree. What was it doing there?
Hairy arms and hairy feet and hairy toes and hairy cheeks and look like a big man-eating wing, and don't let it get me.
Yeah, wait a minute. All right, little pal. Nothing's going to get you.
Dusty, the thing you described couldn't possibly be here.
It couldn't?
No, the only creature answering to that description is the giant African bush gorilla, and there aren't any on this continent.
Well, wait till you tell that the gorilla to swipe my tomatoes.
Now, wait a minute. There is no doubt that you saw something. But if Andy, with all his book learning, says it ain't a gorilla, that is one thing we can be sure that it ain't, huh?
I didn't see a big old hairy gorilla.
Absolutely not.
Sure am glad I didn't see that big old hairy gorilla before.
Why?
Because I just didn't see him swiping those apples right now.
The apples are gone.
I wonder who could have taken it.
Well, one thing for sure, we know it wasn't a big hairy gorilla. Right, Andy?
Right. Well, they couldn't just get up and walk away. I mean, what in tarnation are we up against here?
You hear that? Indian war drums.
Those are not Indian war drums,
How can you be sure of that?
because I speak drum language. And if those were Indian war drums, the message that they just sent out would be, my uncle's elbow is in the house of a squirrel.
Maybe the drummer's a rotten speller.
The one thing I know for sure, that sound is not Indian war drums. And no Indian made that footprint. What do you make of that, Andy?
It's remarkable. It's the track of a simian primate in the great ape classification.
Oh, thank goodness. For a minute, I thought you were going to say gorilla.
That's what he just said.
I don't understand it. But I can't deny it appears to be the track of a gorilla.
Deny it. Deny it.
I don't know what it is. But until it can be identified, we must assume it's dangerous.
Yeah, very.
And hairy.
Even on Saturday morning.
I said run, step once.
The space race was on, and we got to watch Sid and Marty Krofft Saturday mornings. It was fantastic.
Where is the world that they used to go? And how will they ever return? Now they got a home where strangest creatures roam. Something better help them along. So step right up and take a look at the stars. You're leaving the world behind. Oh, step right up, you won't believe your eyes at what the far out spaceman finds. And what the far out spaceman finds.
This is good. What is it?
What?
This is good. What is it?
Oh, hey, almost done. Yeah, delicious. Mulligan stew.
I didn't know we had any mulligans.
We don't have it.
How can you make mulligan stew without mulligans?
There aren't any mulligans in mulligans.
Not even itsy-bitsy ones? Or
Not
dried
even
ones?
itsy-bitsy ones or dried ones. There never has been, ever since the beginning of man, ever been any mulligans in mulligan stew.
I don't understand.
Are there any dogs and hot dogs? Are there any hams in a hamburger? Any chops and chop suey? Is there any pot and pot roast? Okay, there's no mulligans in mulligan stew. Now do you understand that? Yeah. Okay, serve it. Let's see.
Now I know what I want for breakfast tomorrow.
What's that?
Flaps.
Flaps?
Yeah, that's flapjacks without the flaps.
Sit down, Andy.
At the movies,
Here
at
comes
the theater.
the wackiest movie ever made. The wackiest wagon train in the West. Bob Denver from Gilligan's Island. Forrest Tucker from F Troop. Wagon! Ho! 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 Gilligan was never this wacky. It's the wackiest movie you'll ever see. The wackiest wagon train in the West. Rated G for all ages from 6 to 16.
With the iconic Bob Keeshan.
Edition of Circus Fantastic. And now, your host for the performance, our ringmaster, Captain Kangaroo. I don't believe it. Look, Debbie, look.
There's the captain. What is he doing down there?
Boy, it looks like he's dressed like a ringmaster.
You didn't tell us he was going to be in the circus today.
We have something marvelous to show you. Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry, but you can't sit here.
Oh, that's right. Just continue. It's okay.
I'm sorry, you cannot sit here.
I came all the way to California, missed half the circus. I want to see the rest of it right now. Just continue. It's all right.
Wait a minute. Excuse me for asking this, but aren't you Bob Denver?
That's right. That's who I am.
Bob Denver, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. Bob Denver, what a pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, this has been some exciting day. Wait a minute. Bob Denver, how would you like to introduce the next act? I'm sure that Mr. Dingling wouldn't mind. Would you like to?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the invitation and the mic.
Well, and I'll take the mic, and here's your chair.
Oh, my chair.
Yeah, your lovely little chair.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for astonishing feats of manipulating prestidigitations. I said it right. May I present the Circus Fantastic Jugglers. Yet?
Oh, you see, we're having a little trouble. We can't find him.
I've got you this time.
Wait a minute, Mr. Dingling.
Wait, this is Bob Denver. Bob Denver? Really?
Right.
Oh, I really am sorry. I really have. You know, I watch all your shows. I really am.
Well, I've been trying to see your show for some time, and it's been very difficult.
Oh, listen, do me a favor, please. Here's a free pass. Please accept that. And do me the honor, please, of sitting in my own personal seat. Would you?
Thank you.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Bob Denver, I didn't know that.
Right.
I made a mistake.
Right.
Was your favorite Gilligan's Island, or were there some other things that you loved that Bob Denver did? Thanks so much for watching today. Please like, subscribe, and share. We would like that.